I request for my baby girl. Panya scatter the floor for me. See, do you know my baby? Her name is Panya. That in Africa lady yo. Panya, Omo Panya they scatter my brain yo. Beautiful lady yo. That in Africa.
Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to the chat room today. You are with AJ, your host. News reaching me tonight is that Sydney is supercharged, Adelaide is on fire, and Melbourne is out of control. What do all these states have in common? Yes, you guessed it. With me here tonight, right now, right here, is Fast Smash Off Bracket. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
Again to Australia. I think you guys are in love with us right now. Because this is the second time you guys are coming back.
Yeah. Yes.
I hope the flight wasn't too tedious.
No, it wasn't. It was an easy flight. At least we came from LA. Straight to Sydney. So it was a straight flight. Yeah.
Okay. Look, I do believe that the listeners and also your fans will also like to know this. The name Bracket. How did the name Bracket come about?
Yeah, actually it came when we were still starting, when we were really young, So when you have a group, it's not easy to maintain.
So guys, the name Bracket, the fans, your fans, the viewers, they have been dying to know, how did the name Bracket come about?
Yeah, basically came when we were still starting, like long time ago. It's almost about 15 to 16 years ago. We were never planning to split, so that's why we brought the name Bracket. You have the open and the closed bracket. And thank God, the name we gave the bracket is still on and is still existing. And let me go back to your last question. You said we love Australia.
Yes,
that we're getting used to it. Yeah, we do actually very well, because we have a lot of fans here. We have the Liberians, we have the Southern Sudanese fans, we have the Nigerian fans, we have a lot of Africans, the Ghanaians. And the first time we came here was in 2013, and I remember it's more like a testimony because I know what we went through that year. And the second time we were about to come, it didn't work because someone actually made a name with Bracket's name on the poster, and people actually paid for that show and we didn't come. And this is a person that we never had a contract with. So the reason why I'm saying it is because of the person that brought us in this recent tour, which is Emeta Entertainment, and it's actually more like redeeming our name back and telling you that he is not such person, because it's quite unfortunate that someone will use an artist's name to make a show and you allow innocent people pay for that show and the artist is not coming. Sure. It's a very wicked thing to do. And that's why I had to go back to the beginning of it, because it was very, very important. Yes.
If you know the God, I know if they alive. One day be no rule. If you know be God in you, I know if they alive in you. One day be no rule. Every day we go to jolly. Every day we go to jolly. Every day we go to jolly. We go to jolly. Yeah. Every day we go to jolly. Every day we go to jolly. Every day we go to jolly. We go to jolly. Yeah.
Every day I wake up. Every day I dey see food to chop. Every day when I dey go to work, I beg the Lord, yeah. Every day is the same. Papa God no be my way to change. Oh, yeah, count your blessings every day. I go to praise you, my Papa God, 'cause you be the one way to take care of me.
This time, as you can tell, AJ is here, Bracket is here. They are here live. This one, it's not 419. They are here, right here with me. And They are going to be live in Sydney on Friday. They are going to be live in Adelaide on Saturday, and they are going to be live in Melbourne on a Monday. So they are here. This is not a shame. Emmett Entertainment from Melbourne. He is the gentleman behind this. He has made all this possible. So we move on. Guys, I know that you were initially telling me that the name Bracket meant that it's open and it's closed. End of story.
Yeah.
Open bracket, close bracket, end of story. But then we also know that we have had groups come up and break up.
Yeah.
Your name suggests that you guys are very close. I want to find out, you guys have been together for, over a decade. How did it all happen? The personality test. Did you have to shape some of your personality to fit him in? Did he have to shape some of his personality? How was it? Did it just work like magic, or you guys had to work on it over the years?
Yes, first of all, I have to thank God for everything, for uniting us. He gave us the wisdom. Not everybody has the grace of God, but we do. You understand? So with the grace of God, we've been moving, and there's this thing they call teamwork.
Yes.
Just like you said, do you have to adapt to his personality, and he has to adapt to mine? It happens. So if you should call it teamwork, then that should happen. And also patient. Like in everything you do, if you don't have patience, that thing can never go. It's not all about money. It's not all about who is bigger and who is lesser. It's all about progressing. Do you understand? So this is what has been keeping Bracket. I've seen group come together and they split up.
Yes.
You understand? But we've been together for a while. So that's why I thank God for us, for giving us the life, giving us good health, because a lot of things has happened to us,
Yes.
health-wise, but we still survive.
Right.
So that's why, no matter what, we still remember the past and we still stick together.
Thank you. The also other question I also want to ask. Yes, you guys have been together from a very long time. At any point in time, did you guys pursue a solo career before you got together?
No.
So it was just.
I think when we actually did the solo career was before we got together.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so it's like you're doing something and someone meets you and be like, oh, another person is doing the same thing somewhere else, that you guys should meet together, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So it was pretty
Since we
much
became
ordained from
Bracket,
from the
there's nothing
beginning.
like a solo career. Yeah, and when you have an understanding in a group is when you guys actually understand that no one is there to actually show himself. That's the understanding, because some people misunderstand it. When you have a lead singer in a group, and if he's doing something and people are cheering, some people might misunderstand it. Like, oh, maybe this guy is showing himself too much. But naturally, he's doing it for the performance to be good. So if you don't have that understanding, you misunderstand it, that you want to take the place, then you will start doing more. Do you understand? Then from there, the group will start having issues. But if you understand the group and you guys understand that this is a group, whatever happens here is the success of this group. That's the only way you can succeed.
Interesting. You mentioned that, because I've also been thinking, like, being the two of you guys, who carries a bit more responsibility? Like, how does it happen? Does he wake up in the middle of the night, call you like, oh, I've got an idea, let's go to the studio? Do you wake up, I've got an idea, let's go to the studio? How does the writing?
Yeah, you see,
how does it work?
I like the way you're saying it now. It's something they call division of labor.
Yeah.
Do you understand? If you come in a firm, everybody has their own thing. What you do best is not what the other person does best. Do you understand? So that's how it is in Bracket. One person might be coming out with the idea just to be singing, and one person is out there hustling for endorsement, contacts. All these are important, and maybe the other guy cannot do it. Do you understand? So this is why it's a teamwork. You understand?
It's not that crazy waking up in the middle of the night to say, "Oh, I got an idea." No, I don't think that's how music works. It comes when it's supposed to come. It's very, very spiritual.
Yeah.
That's one thing I know about music. If it comes, it comes. And if you guys decide to work, if you have like a beat maker that you work with, that you're very, very comfortable with, if the person comes around, normally we don't smoke, but we can drink and we can gist, and from there the inspiration will come most time. So, but no one wakes up in the middle of the night and be like, "Oh, no.
I got an idea. Let's
Yeah, it's just like what happened in America. Before we started coming here, we were recording in the studio, and Flavor was there, and the song was actually sounding like what we could do together with him. And it was sounding really nice, so we actually made something out of it. We were just sitting like this, drinking. He came, and we walked, and it was a very nice song, and people loved it. And that's the next singles that we are going to release.
So basically what you are saying is that music is a bit like a calling.
Yes.
If you've got it,
Yes.
you've got it. If
Yes.
you haven't got it, you
Yeah.
haven't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And my advice to musicians, especially African musicians, wouldn't have that edge like Americans or Europeans, like if you're African musician, you don't just have to rely on that music you're doing. You have to involve yourself in some other things, because a lot of people are singing now in Africa, and before you know it, it will be jam-packed. And if you don't have a second career, you're going to be frustrated for life, I'm telling you. So this is one thing I like about us. We are trying our best from all angles.
Well, basically right now it's crazy, especially in Nigeria. It's a very big competition. People want to sing because of the situation of the country, generally Africa. So a lot of people that don't even have musical background. It's just like we were discussing the other time. I was telling you, like someone will wake up. Like I remember when we were growing up, most of the songs that I listened to and I loved, he knows it.
Yeah.
So that shows you that we have a musical background. You have the ear of music. People that some people don't even know who Drake is. Let me even use Drake as an example.
It's in the newest.
You don't even understand music. You don't even listen to other people's music. Let's say, if you're a Nigerian artist, you should listen to Ghanaian music. You should. I swear I have a lot of Ghanaian high life. If I tell you some Ghanaians that sing, you'll be shocked. If I tell you some Congolese that sing, you'll be shocked. So that's how you should be in music. You have to diversify. But some people, they don't have musical background. They just wake up, they want to be an artist. So at the end of the day, when you get in there, get frustrated, and you start calling people names, that people don't want to support
this
you.
person
But
could have
actually,
helped me or something.
it's the music that speaks.
Yeah.
If you have a good,
volumes, yes.
if you have a good music, promote it a little bit, it will go.
It will go.
If you have a bad music, promote it.
forever.
Everybody will hear it, but it will not go. So it's
true.
very
That's
simple.
true.
It
That
will
is
just
true.
be there. People will hear, I know that song. I don't like it.
Yeah.
It's normal. It happens.
I mean, talking about, you said something about, you have to have, an ear for music. So what is your inspiration? I mean, I know Fela in Nigeria. Fela is, he's an ace, in the music industry. Like, what sort of people do you guys draw inspiration from in terms of music or look up to? Or...
Funny enough, the major Igbo musicians, that's, in Nigeria, they have 3 tribes.
Yes.
You have the Hausa, the Igbo, the Yoruba.
Yes.
The Igbos, most of them were influenced by the Ghanaian high life musicians.
Yes.
And the Igbo high life musicians, which is Osadebe, Oliver de Kokwe, and all. But before we actually blended with that, we used to listen to Odogana. They call it Odogana. We play that a lot.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So we have that. That's why most of our songs sound, if you do it, the French people love it.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like what they've heard before.
What they've heard before.
So then the Yorubas, they have their own, which is Fela.
Yeah.
They have the Afrobeat, that inspiration, that kind of sound.
And also this style they call Zouk.
Exactly.
Wherever it came from, we also get inspiration from
Exactly.
it, like Zouk music, singing soft, and that bouncing beat that's going very soft.
Yeah.
That's nice.
You guys, like, your lyrics are mainly about love. So, before we go on to the lyrics, who is the lover boy here? Who is Mr. Romantic?
You know the funny thing? No, our lyrics is not really love.
I mean, I'm talking about the theme of the music.
If we start counting it, you will be surprised. That is not
my
really
favorite.
love. Our life is not love.
Your life is not love.
You have a life, right?
I have a life. I love
not
a
love.
life. I love a life.
We have a song called Leaders of Tomorrow. It's
Yes.
about little children. It's not love.
It's about little children.
The song we made with P Square is not love.
What
But I think maybe the biggest song we ever
biggest
made
songs
was love.
were-
So you understand?
That's where I'm going to.
You see, look, we are men and we love women.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, it depends. Look, in life, whatever that works for you, you follow it. Like we started with a song called Happy Day. It was a
Happy
love.
Day, yes.
And we did a couple of songs that are not love songs. It didn't really work out.
Yeah.
It didn't really work out. So until we did Yori Yori. It's a love song.
Yes.
You understand?
That, yes.
And
I remember when
was-
that song came to Sydney.
it was just like from grass to grace because
Yeah.
we did a love song.
Yes.
So, and the second big song was a song we did with Wizkid. It's called Girl.
Girl.
It's
yes.
a love song.
Yes.
Not like we didn't have other songs, inspirational songs.
Not the second. The second big song was the one with P Square.
No. Okay, yeah. It's true. So I'm just taking it album to album.
I know,
Album to album.
Because the song that has actually
Yeah.
like kept bracket there
Was the
giving
one
them
with
money
Wizkid,
was one with Whiskey.
Yes.
It's a love song.
Yes.
Do you understand? So people now saw bracket. Okay, they do love songs, and even if they hear other inspirational songs,
yes.
it's okay. But they want to hear that love you sing. We like how you do your love songs.
Yes.
Do you
So,
understand?
yeah.
So that's why every love song we put out there, it goes more views, more likes than
More
the
likes.
inspirational song. The only inspirational song that we did that hits up there was Mama Africa.
Mama Africa, yes.
Yeah, it's got
That
the
song
highest
is
view, the highest
everywhere.
like.
Yes, it is everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, talking about Mama Africa, I saw Flavor in the video. I could tell it was not a feature, but like how did it come about getting him on the video? I mean, I know you guys were doing some moves here and there, dance steps and all that. Was it all sort of rehearsed, or you guys just went with the flow?
It wasn't rehearsed. Flavor is like a brother, and we are neighbors. We stay beside each other.
Oh, okay.
So when we wanted to shoot the video, it was meant to be shot in Lagos. So we were drinking, talking together, and we were like, "Oh, we're shooting video tomorrow. Do you want to come?" Say, I did free. I will just come. That's how it is.
Oh, okay.
That's how we rode. Not that we were planning on how to put him in the video.
Put him in the video.
Yeah.
One question I got from, because I did a pre-video of this interview, and then I got one question. On the Alive album, you guys, we'll come to that album very soon, folks. I know that is a big album. Everybody is talking about it. We will come to that shortly. But one of the big tracks on that is Panya.
Yeah.
Well, I am Ghanaian, and I hear the Panya in different ways. We have actually sat down and had argument that you guys were talking about money, you guys were talking about a woman. So what is Panya?
Like if you go to the eastern part of Africa,
Yes.
Panya is a rat.
Panya is a rat.
It's a rat.
That's what they told us. Though. In Tanzania.
So whenever they hear Panya, they say, these guys are singing to rats. Man.
To rat.
What are they singing? But they love it.
They love
They're
it.
dancing to it. A Panya actually means like if you go to Spain. If you want to go to Spain, you say I want to go to Panya.
Oh, okay.
Spain is Panya.
Panya, yes.
Any day is.
It's just like what he said. He said something about we are talking about money and women. We're talking about boats, because there's the typical Igbo culture.
Yes.
If they want to say that you're going to a place of enjoyment,
Enjoyment.
you don't even think about any other thing except the enjoyment,
If you
the
just
drink,
want to have
the
fun,
women, and
you
all.
go to Panya.
That's Panya. We call
So
it
that
Panya.
is what Panya is.
Exactly.
Now let's calm down. I mean, you guys have got 4. Correct me if I'm wrong. As to date, you guys have got 4 studio albums
Yes.
under your belt. great albums.
Yeah.
Now, I want to say that albums nowadays are not a thing we find in this industry.
Yeah.
And I have been, since the Alive album came out, massive response. How did you guys put together 18 tracks on one album? Like nowadays, you might see 8, you might see 10, maybe 12, 18 tracks. How much time did it took? You guys have got so many artists on the time. What was involved? How hard was it? I mean, that shows dedication.
Yeah.
That shows
It
dedication
shows
and
a lot
love.
of dedication, and you see, it's not that easy. Let me tell you the truth. Some people like we can stay here and make songs like 5 songs or whatever. Do you understand?
Yes.
But the thing is, at the end of the day, you might say, okay, among all these 5, I'll choose one.
One, yeah.
So, and just like you say, if it's hard or not, it's actually hard. But the thing is just coming together to do something all the time. He's got idea, he will share it. I've got idea, I will share it. Do you understand? And we have a standby producer who, okay, if you give him a call, he's at the house, because we have a studio in our house.
Oh, okay.
And we'll cook up something. And sometimes we'll say, oh, Mastercrafts is doing good now. Let's get a beat from him or two. And we'll get a beat from him. That's how we're compiling it till it gets to a level that we say, wow, we've got a lot of songs here. Let's see if we can make it as an album. But let me go back to what you were saying, like, today in Africa, the system is not good. It's not like America or here where the system is working. If your song is being played anywhere, you'll be getting royalty for it.
Yes.
It's not like that in Africa.
Yes.
At all. Your song will be played in a club and in a restaurant, and you won't get anything
You won't get
for
nothing
it.
for it. Yes.
Nothing. So that's why album these days is difficult to sell, because everybody goes to the club now to dance. Nobody has time to actually sit down and listen. You just find a few people that would actually buy an album to listen. Everybody wants to go to club and party.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So that's why album, they are not really doing good. If you have 18 songs in album, drop it. That one, you promote one and shoot a video for it. That one is what everybody will know. They don't care. So imagine in an album you dropped like maybe 2 years ago, if you pick a song there and shoot a video for it, they will say, oh, they have a new song. You see the problem?
Yeah.
That's a very big problem to African market, African industry. It's a very big problem. And if nothing is done, it's going to be worse.
So, I mean, talking about the industry, you guys have traveled all over the country. Like, in terms of support, what is the support in the African music industry? Because some of us have been here for so long that what actually happens on the ground, we actually, we only go with what the media says. But you guys, you are in the thick of it. Is there any support from the government? Everything has to come, every hard work has to come from you, the artist. What is it like over there?
It's normal. You already answered the question. There's no support from the government whatsoever. Every artist is working individually. That's how it has always been, and that's how it is to date. So we don't. The government, I think the African government, they don't support what we are doing. We are just doing it by ourselves. And I thank God that the music, the entertainment industry, the African entertainment industry is actually giving Africa a very good face, especially when it comes to the Western world. But if the government will actually support the music and do a lot of things on the music, it will get better.
It will get better.
Yeah, but for now, it's just the artists.
If government support, there won't be many musicians like it is now, because everybody wants to sing, because there are no controls.
There's no controls.
Like everybody, you release your music and you go to a radio station, you sit there.
Even if,
they will dump a nice music, they will dump it and start playing crap.
In Ghana we have a word we call it payola in Ghana. So
You see,
It's about everybody trying to feed their own
it's
imagine,
pocket.
affecting the
imagine
music.
if government comes in and say, if any song out there is getting vote, or if, I don't know, people will now reduce how they do music.
No, it's not even that. If government said that, these so artist songs are not meant to be played before you pay them. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, without music, there's no radio.
There's no radio.
Do you understand?
Absolutely.
Then, if they cut those songs down, the radio will not work. So the radio will be forced to
play the nice
those
ones
that are
the
nice,
people that
the
yeah.
big artists, and they will pay them. Because right now, what they do is that if you release any crap, and your producer or your sponsor has some money, if he goes settle whoever he or she wants to settle, they will start playing the song, whether it's good or bad. Do you understand? So there's no restriction.
Could that be the reason? I mean, in the industry now, in the music industry in Africa, could that actually be the underlying factor of us getting people music that comes out that pretty much they go to the studio and they have 1 or 2 lines and that is it. There is no substance in the music.
Yeah.
It's just you just jump up and down and that is it. It's not a song you can actually sit down, listen to and get some, good vibes from it. Do you think that is the main underlying factor to that?
Yeah, it's part of it. It's part of it.
Yeah, because like if government is involved, for instance, you know that before you actually want to listen to a song, you have to pay for it.
Yes.
Then you can't pay to listen to a crap. Do you understand?
I do.
So now the musicians, they will take note. I don't have to do crap. I have to sit down and actually write something that is soulful, melodical. Do you understand?
Yes.
So they not help me at all.
That has been the problem. You mentioned earlier on about you guys having studio at home. How does that help you guys as musicians? I mean, does it, when you get the idea on the spot, it's pretty much like you can run into the studio and put something on?
It's just like you having a house of your own. Not a rented house, or you are squatting with a friend.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you would want to take your girlfriend, to have fun with her, and you realize your friend is already there with the girl.
With the girl.
You're not gonna do anything. So it's just like there's this thing they call studio sections. If you don't have a studio, you pay studio section. But what if idea comes immediately that you have to go and record? So when you go to a studio, they will tell you, oh no, you have to come tomorrow.
Yeah.
There's somebody already voiced it. What are you gonna do? You go, and maybe by tomorrow the inspiration will go. But if you have a studio in your home, once it comes, you go to the studio and record it down. If you record it, it's being recorded.
Moving on to your album, Alive, which is the current album. 18 tracks on that album. The song, Alive, out of 18 was chosen to be the album title.
Yeah.
Is there any particular reason to choosing that out of the 18 songs? I mean, is it personal or is it, what is it to choose Alive as the title?
It's all about the experience we had, because I undergo some difficult, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, I had cancer and I was cured by God's grace, and we did the song because of the experience. And that's why we say respect to this song, even though they don't bang it in a club like they bang Panya and stuff. But still have to give it to it, alive, just to show appreciation to God and to the fans.
Yeah. I mean, I was telling Smash earlier on that I love Alive. It's got, it's like my kick-up track. I love it. And then you guys had a few artists, and I realized that, upon release of the album, I realized that you guys had Tiwa on it, Tiwa Savage, you guys had Diamond on it.
Yeah.
Diamond is obviously not original, he's a Tanzanian.
Yeah, of course.
How did that collaboration happen? Did you guys look at a different Nigerian artist, or once the idea came out, you thought Diamond would have been a perfect fit for it?
Diamond is a very good singer. His voice is good, and like he told us that the first time we were in Tanzania, that he's been, he loved that the performance, he loved the songs, and after that he's been following us. So when he did a song with Davido, I mean Diamond, he
Yeah.
came to Nigeria and we met him. We say, "Oh my God, I can't believe I met you guys," and stuff like that. So since then we had the contact. We started talking, and when we made a live, we said, "Okay, this song requires, artist that has the voice. It's not about being a big artist, but someone who can deliver." So we say, "Okay, let's see what Diamond can do." And we sent the song to him, and fortunately, he did very good. His voice is marvelous, good, cute voice. And we thought about, okay, we need someone from here, Nigeria, and a female.
Yeah.
What female, that if you hear her voice, you'll be like, "Oh my God!" And we thought about Tiwa Savage, and we gave it to her, and she delivered.
Yeah. I mean, with the Alive album, you guys have got 18 tracks. Which track didn't almost make it on that album?
Didn't make it.
Didn't almost, because it's 18. That's a lot.
Yeah.
Were there some tracks you thought of, cutting out?
We abandoned like almost 10 songs. We abandoned like 10. I can't start to count.
Would it include one of the songs that is everywhere now? Like
Yes. Good. You see, one thing with Africans that they don't have, like I'm saying, they don't want to have the patience.
Yeah.
That it could have been like 25 tracks album. Do you understand? But we said, okay, even the 18 that was selected, maybe out of those 10, there will be a one that could have been hit by now.
No, yeah.
But everything is just try and see. That's how life is. So we said, okay, let's just drop this 18 and see how it goes. The 10 is still there. In the future, if those 10 are still something that is still trending, then we can be dropping songs. But that doesn't stop us from making songs. We go to the studio all the time, we make songs, we keep them. So you don't have to, because in Africa now, especially West Africa, especially in Nigeria, you have to drop the song at least every 2 or 3 months. A song after every 2 months or 3 months. So you have to have piled of songs. You'll be removing all the time. You'll be shooting videos. So that's why it's very competitive.
Yeah. I mean, talking about competitive, you guys over a decade have stayed relevant all the time. What is it that has kept you guys relevant the whole time? I mean, the good music, but then the question is, what is behind the scenes with the good music?
The thing is, if you look, I believe in God, and I believe that His grace will go long way. So if you have the grace of God, you might be finding things difficult. But if you have His grace, He'll be leading you. You are not the best, but because of His grace, you look the best. Do you understand? So I say that with our hard work and the support from the fans and the God's grace, that's why we are here till now, because I know a lot of artists who started with, but they're not there anymore today, but we are still here, even after the setback, after I got sick and everything, we spent like almost a year without doing anything, and the fans, they were beginning to ask if this guy still exists, but we still came back, and we're still here. So it's not by our power. Somebody is doing it.
Somebody's. So, Bracket, my last question for you tonight is, what should the fans expect from you guys this time around that you guys are back here? I mean, you guys have got so many great songs. What else should the fans expect from Bracket? On this tour? Because I know the first one was just insane. So,
when we were here, we didn't have Mama Africa, we didn't have Panya, we didn't have some songs. So let's just say that some songs are going to be added to the performance. We're going to do, and it's going to be crazy. More dancing, more like we're going to be relating more to the fans, and I hope everything will go well now. Do you understand? Because last time we in Melbourne, it was crazy.
Yes.
We didn't do it when we were supposed to do it, so the next day they had to push it the next day, and I'm sure a lot of fans, they did not see us perform live because they had to walk. But now, I hope that the time on Monday in Melbourne, on the 29th Adelaide, and then on Sydney, which is tomorrow, that everybody is gonna come and we'll give them. We don't talk too much, but after our performance, we had that experience in Europe and America. When they see this guy, I say, "Oh, are they going to? Okay, let's say, boys, please. It's not just one track, two tracks. You guys should just do something." And after our performance, they'll be like, "Oh my God, you guys!" So it's best not to talk, but give them the action.
The action speaks louder than words.
Yes.
The action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
Bracket, thank you for joining me today in
You're
the
welcome.
chat room.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
And we hope that, and we pray that you guys will enjoy everything down under in Australia.
Amen.
And
For
like
sure.
I said before, you guys love us because you have come here the second time.
Of course.
And we all love you back. I
Amen.
know all the fans love you, and they'll be coming in their numbers to support. Ladies and gentlemen, from the chat room, your host AJ. We just had Bracket on. Courtesy, Emmett Entertainment, Melbourne. My senior Kevin Osifu, The Box, Bracket. So if you don't know the scheduled time, Sydney, tomorrow night, we have got Bracket live here. Check out my Facebook page. Check out The Box's Facebook page. Come in your numbers. In Adelaide, the show is on Saturday night. Adelaide, I salute. Come out in your numbers. We have got a lot of fun. MCT, Melbourne, I salute you all. I know how you guys are over there. You guys always turn it up. And I know it's already lit over there. Come out in your numbers. Come and see Bracket. Vast and smash of Bracket. They are saying that talk is cheap. Action speaks louder than words. Good evening, Australia. Thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure.